What's going on, everybody? This is Scott, also known as Cha-Ching King, and today I'm going to show you how to create a variation listing in eBay. And I'm going to do it one step at a time and show you exactly which box to check. And I'm going to do this by actually creating a variation listing and not just telling you what I would do. The one that I've chosen is I have some Cha-Ching King t-shirts. I've got blue and I've got green and I've got a few different sizes. There are some definite pitfalls when you're trying to create a variation listing. To me, it doesn't seem intuitive. If you check the wrong box at the wrong time, it doesn't work and you really don't know why. So what I want to do is remove some of those mistakes from you because I already made them, and to make it as easy for you to do as possible. One of the best benefits of a variation listing is that when you put this up, like I'm going to be listing, there will be a total of 5 variation and several t-shirts. It still counts as one listing, just one listing. What you can't use variation listings for are shirts that are similar but not the same. The shirts that I'm listing are the same cut, the same pattern, the same logo. You can't use completely different items just so that you have one listing. Without spending a lot of time me talking to you, let's go ahead and get started with it. Let's pop over into the Seller Hub. This is my personal store. You do not need to have a store or be paying for a store in order to do variation listings. So let's head down here to where it says Create Listing. Let's get started with this. This is where you're going to start. Recently used categories. This one is in men's t-shirts. If you're not sure where it's going to go, you could always type in and you can just say, let's get started. And it's going to bring up stuff that's close. What you don't want to do is choose one of these. None of those are going to work. We're going to choose men's t-shirts. This is really critical right here. This is what will trip up a lot of people when they are trying to make a variation listing. I want you to notice what it automatically populated the item specifics with. It put the brand as Ringer, which is inaccurate, but the department is men, which will end up being unisex adult, and it put the type as t-shirt. Not going to worry about that right now, but I want to watch what happens when I put in my title. And I'm going to put in new Cha-Ching King Ringer t-shirt, choose color and size, blue or green. And when I click off of this, I want you to watch what happens to my item specifics. It goes through and it populates these. And let me show you why that's a bad deal in case this trips you up. When I go down here now to my variations, and I'm going to add the ones I want, color is no longer a choice. I'm going to cancel that. And I'm going to go back here. What happened is it picked these up here. It chose the character as blue from the TV show, the theme as colorful, the brand is Ringer, but most importantly, it selected a color, which removed it as a variation. So I'm going to take that off there for right now. I don't need a subtitle. These are stored on the shelf by my desk. The UPC does not apply. But let's create the variations we want right here. I'm not going to have fabric type and I'm not going to have accents. Let's add, I'm going to have color. And there isn't one that just says size. I'm going to choose size type, and you'll see that in just a minute. So let's save that. Now, see the color is highlighted. Here's size type. Here's color. Color is highlighted. I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to select blue, and I'm going to select green. And on size type right here, when I click on this, since this was men's, you have regular and you have big and tall. But we're just going to select, we're just selecting regular. And in these t-shirts, I have large, extra large, and 2XL. And you'll notice over on the right, it's got the color as a variation and the size type as regular and those sizes. So we're going to click continue. And we're going to add our default photos. I've got a blue one and I've got a green one. Whoop. You hold the control button down to select more than one at a time. You'll notice that the blue one is pretty well fills the screen, and I did this on purpose. The green one does not. See how much smaller it is? This right here allows you to crop your photos if you haven't been doing that. I want it to fill as much of that screen as possible. Okay, now under variation listings down here, I don't want to just leave default photos, because look what happens down here. It just chose the first one for all of them. All of them are blue, even though some of them are green. So instead of use default photos, I want to choose color. And now with blue highlighted, I want to use the blue one. And when I do the green one, I will have to crop it again, because it won't know. And depending upon your listing, obviously you want to do several different pictures, not one picture of each. Okay, and in the variations now you'll see it's put the green ones with the green ones and the blue ones with the blue ones. And there's a couple of important things to pay attention to here. So let's enter how many I have for each one of these. On the blue large, I have 2. And here's what's important. On blue extra large, I don't have any. So I need to delete this line. I just sold something. I want to delete that variation off there, because if not, you can't list a variation with 0 quantity. Now under green, under the large, I have 4. And under extra large, I have 5. And 2XL, I have 1. And so now I've created all of my variations. I have a total of 5 different out of those. And we're going to save and close that. And from here, it's going to start getting a whole lot easier. There's my listings, new without tags. There's my pictures. So the brand on the t-shirts is Augusta Sportswear. That should come up. And instead of men's, I'm going to put unisex adult. For theme, I can put whatever I want here. So I'm going to add reselling to it. The fit is regular. The pattern is solid. The neckline is a crew neck. The sleeve length is short sleeve. I don't have a character, but you know what I could put? I can put Cha-Ching King. I can add what I want right there. And features, contrasting trim. And I could also put graphic print. But I could have put logo here, but I could have put graphic print there. And material, all of that, I'm not going to mess with it on this one. And in this space down here, I would come in and type in what it is, Cha-Ching King t-shirt. And then all I'm going to do is put approximate sizes so that they know some kind of idea of what they're getting. As I come down, I need to enter the price and the quantity in the SKU. And I probably could have done this over there, but here's the price. On these t-shirts, I've got $18.99 for everything under a 2XL. The 2XL was $1 more. And at this price, based on what I paid for these, I will ship these free. I don't make a lot of money on these, but obviously that was never the goal. All right, let me scroll back down here. Going back over this, let's see here. I've got my prices in there. I don't care if people remain anonymous. I've never checked that box. Sales tax, they take care of. I do accept returns. I don't ever get them on this particular website, but I could. If you look here, it's got the calculating shipping and all that. I'm just going to click free shipping. Otherwise, you could come in here and put the cost, and if they were going to buy multiples, you could change the shipping. The package on these I know is going to be 12 by 9 by 3. It's a little poly mailer. And I put 15 ounces on them. They're different sizes, so they could vary some. I put it at the upper end in case I get an international buyer. Because right here, the sell internationally with the global shipping program, I always check that. Like, it's just free money as far as I'm concerned. Because this is Cha-Ching King and I promote this on my own YouTube channel, I'm not going to pay eBay extra to have them promote it for me. I do want to do this. Offer a discount to buyers when they purchase more than one item. Because a lot of my stuff is branded, it actually saves me money if I'm shipping items, and it's cheaper for the buyer too when I put them all together, because some of them might have shipping on them. So I'll check that and leave it. And from there, let's list this and see what it does. And I can click I'm done now. And when I come over to my active listings, you're going to see it right here. It's got the variations on there. They can come in and select the color. They can collect I only have regular, but then they can choose the size that they want. It shows you that it's the last one. It shows you that it's 30-day free returns, and that I have, or 30-day returns, not free returns, and the free standard shipping. And it's got all the information that I put. And that, my friends, is it. We've created a variation listing. And that's really all there is to it. Variation listings are a tremendous way for you to list a lot of inventory very, very quickly when you're fortunate enough to get something that comes with different sizes or different colors. I have made a lot of tutorial videos, and I'm going to continue to make more. What I'd like for you to do is, if there's a tutorial video you would like to see that I haven't done, post it down in the comments below and I'll try and get to it. If this video has been helpful, if you enjoyed the channel, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. One of my favorite tutorial videos is I made one that really, with 3 simple clicks, in my experience, you can increase your eBay income. If that sounds interesting to you, click right here.